Hello, my name is Jason Griffin. I'm 49 years old from Easley, South Carolina. Thank you for joining us on this short presentation. I will be your guide. I'm a professional motorcycle racer as well as bicycle. Start with a little bit of background about myself. I'm a right arm amputee. Lost my arm when I was 2. Uh, Dad was driving a lawnmower and it's just a freak accident, probably the best thing that ever happened to me. But I got a JR50 when I was 3 years old, and had a younger brother, John, who also raced. It was a family sport. My father raced enduros back in the 70s and 80s, so we traveled around and did pit racing with him. They had some junior events there that we also competed at. Very fortunate to have grown up in the motorcycle culture. It's been very good to us, and the motorcycle culture is something that's just always been ingrained in our DNA. So, led a pretty normal life. Played football. I was the center for my elementary school team. Rode skateboard for probably about 10 years. Had a huge half pipe in my backyard, so every kid in the neighborhood was there. Really passionate about that. Made some really great memories with that. Quit racing in our teenage years, got away from the motorcycles, and as we got older, my brother just had got back into dirt track, which is something we'd never done, and he and my dad built this bike, and they started racing for about a year and a half. We lost him to alcohol poisoning shortly after that, and I felt like it was something that I needed to carry on his legacy. So here's the bike that him and my dad raced, and started racing ARMA with Vintage. Won a regional championship my first year, and then won a national championship the year after that with the Vintage bikes. Then we went to Daytona and won an amateur national championship as an amateur, and AMA graciously granted me the pro card. So I'm the first amputee to ever hold an AMA pro card in the history of AMA, to the best of my knowledge. The loss of my brother fueled my passion to win and my competitiveness. I think I've always had that. We raced AMA, AFT Pro for several years, and was the 2010-2011 AMA Pro Twins national champions, and we finished in 2012. The AMA created an award for me for that year, Sportsman of the Year. Truly an honor to be featured on the cover of AMA magazine. Little did I know this entire time I've been racing to carry on my brother's legacy and kind of sort of heal my family. I had no idea the amount of people that we were reaching and inspiring through disabilities or just life. And that right there carries more weight than probably any of the championships that I've ever won. I get my joy out of seeing those folks smile and giving them some hope. That's what drives me to win every time I get on that bike. I had an opportunity to represent Team USA with the U.S. cycling team. So I was on a bicycle for 6 days a week for the next several years of my life. Got to train with some of the best. Brought home a lot of gold medals and bronze and silver for our country. And the velodrome is my favorite because it's all left turns just like the dirt track. Really amazing opportunity. So we raced bicycles for several years. I was a bicycle promoter, put on races as a USA cycling race official, and that was probably a 10-year stint. putting on bicycle races, and I was still competing. So really fortunate to have been a part of that. Got back into flat track motorcycle racing just a few years ago. Went to Sturgis, ran into Roland Sands, the famous motorcycle guy, on an airplane, and rode for him out at Sturgis. One of his bikes, which was amazing. Got to hang out with some of the guys that won the X Games motorcycle events, and so we started racing dirt track, and it's hooligan racing, it's heavy bike racing, it's like a grassroots sport. I felt like I could do more, so we started looking into ways to bring adaptive motorcycle racing to the world, and we were able to put on a race out in Sonoma, California. This is the first AMA adaptive class ever. Probably 100 years to AMA. I had an adaptive flat track team where I had found some motorcycle athletes and put them together. This was truly an amazing thing that we were able to pull off, and the response was absolutely incredible. We found riders, started looking, and we always seem to find what we're looking for. And so we were in Sonoma, California, and they televised it. It was great. We had some guys, leg amps, arm amps, had some guys in wheelchairs that were out there racing. And this is Mert Lawwell. He makes a prosthetic arm. Has been around the sport for 70 years and done some really amazing things. So he graciously showed up there, and that was pretty awesome. These are some of the riders. I've never met these guys. I found them on the internet and invited them out, and they showed up. And if you build it, they'll come, and they did. And that was just, man, that was awesome. Here's me and Jake McCulloch. He's a right arm amputee dirt track guy. This is Tim Connor. Raced with him, U.S. Paracycling. That's Tim. They had made some dirt track modifications for his bike, and he was incredible. Took those guys around to a handful of races and put them on TV and got some interviews, and just really tried to raise some awareness for adaptive racers. The loss of my brother has definitely strengthened my faith in what's coming next with nothing short of a miracle. I was able to get an opportunity to start road racing this past year under, it's called the Bike Experience. They work with disabled folks who want to ride a motorcycle, and they make modifications for those people. And I was able to race on their road racing team this past year competitively, and it was just a dream come true. So this is my team. Super proud to be a part of this, and I'm going to continue to carry this team, and that's why I'm reaching out to you all. I hope we can partner with you and keep this road racing dream alive. We're currently racing at Wira, and we are, these guys are winning races. We're starting on the side of the grid, not out there with the regular folks. So we're having to start at the back, and we're finishing top 1, 2, 3. They actually won the relay championship, which is a 4-hour race. Actually won that last year, and this year they finished third in the points. So that is my hopes, is to continue to gain support and raise awareness for folks with disabilities that want to ride a motorcycle or want to race. There is a way, and this is the proof. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate your time, and I hope you will consider us as we can form a partnership and move forward for 2024 race season, and put some more folks on motorcycles that otherwise thought that it would always be impossible for them to ride. Because if they say that they can, then I can guarantee that we can find a way that they can.